What's going on, everybody? Big Deal here, back with another Lords of the Fallen update. Now, I know last week I told you guys that I'll try not to be late with this one, but work really kicked my ass this week. So once again, I apologize. I'm about a day late. I'll try better next time. Hey, maybe one day all this shit'll blow up and I won't have to work a real job no more. I can just hang out with you guys all day. But till then, I'll do my best to get all this content out as soon as possible. Now, this week, it looks like they actually did some real work on the game. So that's kind of exciting. Hexworks kind of went back into the lab, put some things together, and said they fixed some issues that some of us were having problems with. You know, things like PvP balancing, optimization of some boss fights, and actually allowing people to finish the game. Well, at least they said they did. We'll get into all that in a minute. But first, as always, you know I appreciate each and every one of you. Everyone that's stuck with me through this journey so far. You guys are the best. I am working on getting a Discord up so we can all kind of hang out and chat in the Discord. That way I can interact with you guys a little better. But until then, just look forward to the weekly updates. I am going to try to get out 2 to 3 videos each week to try and keep the channel going. Like I said, I appreciate all your support. If anyone new to the channel, you like content like this and other games like Final Fantasy, Dragon's Dogma, Remnant, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. Drop a comment below. I always enjoy talking to all the viewers. And if you did hit that subscribe button, welcome to the family. All right, I've talked enough. Let's get into this shit. Well, I can already tell you by the way this looks, they still need to fix collision issues. But they didn't do that this week, so let's get into everything else. All right, guys, we got update version 1.1.598. This version, they did performance optimization, AMD stability again, and PvP balancing, which I'm really interested in trying because fuck PvP currently, but you get it. Now, this update did come out Thursday, March 14th. I'm recording this Friday, March 15th. Sorry again. Now I'm going to go ahead and go over the summary of everything that has taken place this week. But if you want to know every single patch note and every single detail that what happened this week, stick around for the whole video. All right, greetings, lamp bearers. Join us this week as we delve deep into our recent work on performance optimization, bug fixing, and gameplay tweaks. In today's highlights, the Pieta boss fight and hub performance optimization. You may notice that on your way to Skyrest, there's some construction work going on in Mornstead. This is to allow Pieta enough time to get fully battle ready for our upcoming duel. Now, it sounds like they overhauled the Pieta boss fight, helped out with the performance. Maybe I'll start a new game, come back through, play it again, see what happens, see how it feels, if they improved it any. If anyone's on this particular spot, drop a comment, let me know how it is. AMD stability improvements. Now, in the past, as I mentioned, this will greatly benefit consoles because consoles graphics cards are AMD, so any improvement should help console players. It says we've extensively worked with our partners over at AMD to identify and resolve crashes experienced by players with AMD specific hardware. Again, that's mostly console players. A lot of people have AMD graphics cards, but I think the main focus of this was for consoles. Anyway, let me know if you got an AMD, tell me if the crashes stop. Ending blocker fix. Now, as everyone knows, for the longest time, you've had troubles completing the game on certain endings. Seems like they've actually uncovered the issue and they fixed it. So guys, it looks like the rare blocker that they fixed was if you missed an interaction prompt with the Sundered Monarch during the boss encounter, it would lock you out of completing the game. And now that is not the issue. Apparently it's fixed. But you guys let me know. I personally am not at this point and don't have a save file that I can test it without replaying the whole game. So let me know how it goes. Just says they uncovered a rare blocker that prevented finishing the game. This issue should now be fixed. If you come across any other issues within Lords of the Fallen, please reach out via support@cigames.com. Huge thanks to Caliber for working with us on this and sending in their save file. This aided in the swift resolution. So if you guys don't know, if you do have issues, you can send it in to support@cigames.com and they do try to work on it. I'm sure they get bombarded and not everyone's going to get heard, but enough people do it, we can get some issues fixed. Next up on the list, they had PvP balancing. As alluded above, in this patch, we have turned our attention to various PvP balancing to increase overall player satisfaction in multiplayer. Now, overall, it looks like they changed a lot of damage multipliers in this. PvP damage multiplier reduced overall from 0.5 to 0.25. This takes longer to kill people. longer for people to kill you. So battles actually last a little longer, and you may have to show a little bit of skill, and you can't rely on just one-shotting people. Now, they did raise the stab PvP damage multiplier from 1.0 to 2.0. All weapons except UGS, which is 1.0 to 1.25. Lacking a certain oomph that we felt stabbing in combat deserved, we have increased the overall PvP damage multiplier by 2x, except for UGS. This should increase the desire to perform effective stabs whilst in PvP. Looks like they adjusted the Harrower Dervla's crossbow damage. They greatly reduced it because all you fuckers that like to just sit back and shoot people, now you actually have to learn some skill. That damage was reduced from 1.0 to 0.33, essentially cutting that down by 2/3. We have noticed a popular combo dominate PvP combat in recent weeks, which we felt needed some slight balancing to increase the variety of play. As such, we have reduced the PvP damage for Harrower Dervla's crossbow from 1.0 to 0.33. Various PvP spells have been rebalanced, and this is great for all you spellcasters who also don't have skill and you just run around casting spells waiting for people to die. You actually have to do something, guys, to get good. We have made an overall balanced pass of spells, elevating some spells that could do with an increase in damage whilst decreasing the damage of other spells that appeared too strong. They also decreased the potency of status effect buildup. That multiplier went from 0.66 down to 0.5. Due to data observed on our end, we concluded that the PvP status effect buildup was too strong. As a result, we have decreased the buildup multiplier. They also decreased the dual wield status effect buildup. This went from 1.0 to 0.7. It says, lastly, we have decreased the dual wield status buildup effect, positively impact the health of player combat. In Light We Walk Hexworks team. Now, this is kind of the summary of just everything that's happened this week. Like I said, I think it's some good updates overall, and the game's only getting better and better. Now, I can tell you I turned the game on today and it actually looks a lot better to me, and it feels like it's running a lot better. So let me know what you guys think. Now, for everybody who don't care about every little detail, y'all can go ahead and click out the video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time, but I am going to dive into these patch notes right now, so stick around. And hey, if you just want to let the video run so I can get credit for it, you can do that too. You don't got to listen to me. I don't care. First up, we have environment. Fixed a visual glitch with rock assets in the arena with the optional boss encounter with the Light Reaper. Fixed a visual glitch with rock assets in the main path of the Defiled Sepulchre. Fixed an issue that allowed players to look out of the world on the roof of a building close to the boss arena and Abbey of the Hallowed Sisters. Fixed an issue that allowed players to look out of the game world due to a hole in the environment near the vestige of Rosamond. Fixed an issue that could cause blood splatter effects to only be visible up close in front of the boss arena with the Hushed Saint. Fixed an issue that could cause certain assets to visibly disappear when moving away from the vestige of Lydia the Numb Witch. Next up, multiplayer. Adjusted matchmaking to only allow connections between players using the same game version. Fixed an issue that can cause the new item badge to reappear after joining a multiplayer session. Fixed an issue in multiplayer that can cause clients to not be affected by frostbite and other effects summoned by the Hollow Crow. Fixed an issue in multiplayer that can cause the host character to be invisible for a co-op partner in the first scene of the pre-fight cinematic with the Hushed Saint. Fixed an issue that can cause certain holy weapons to deal additional magic damage in invasions. Fixed a rare crash in multiplayer that could cause clients to crash when the host tombstone appeared. Next up, we got UI. Fixed an issue that wrongly displayed the Dark Crusader class unlock prompt upon defeating a late game boss in Upper Calrath. Fixed an issue that could cause the Vestige menu selection to automatically jump back to rest when browsing the Vestige menu while looking for a multiplayer map. Fixed an issue that wrongly displayed health bars of the Sacrifice Resonance of Tenacity. Performance. Adjusted level streaming to improve game performance in Skyrest Bridge. Adjusted level streaming to improve game performance near the boss encounter with the Sundered Monarch. Next, we have Umbral changes. Fixed an issue that can cause Umbral assets to visibly load in at the boss arena with the Crimson Rector Percival. Fixed an issue that can cause Umbral assets to visibly load in near the vestige of the Pale Butcher. Finally, we have Other. Fixed an issue that can cause the Hushed Saint to knock the player out of the boss arena with certain attacks. fixed a rare blocker that could prevent players from finishing the game due to missing interaction prompts after the boss encounter with the Sundered Monarch. Fixed an issue that prevented the Dark Crusader class to be unlocked when finishing the corresponding quest. Fixed an issue that could cause fire visual effects to stay on the screen even after the affected enemy has died from infernal weapons. Check out our roadmap here and Light We Walk. Now that is going to do it for this week, guys. If you guys play Palworld, I will have a Palworld video coming out later tonight as well. Also a preview coming out for Dragon's Dogma 2 this weekend, probably tomorrow, and maybe another Final Fantasy video, but we'll see. Also, don't forget to catch my live streams. Drop in, say hi. Always appreciate talking to each and every one of you. I do stream on YouTube and Twitch. And with that being said, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.